that is? Sweet Baby James by James Taylor. Let's do the chords. I'll show them to you, and then we'll show you how to strum it and do the intricacies and the embellishments, different things like that. So these are what the chords look like. We're in standard tuning. E, A, D, G, B, E. First chord is a G5, just like that. Next chord, G with an F sharp bass, or it's kind of like a G5 with an F sharp bass. E minor 7. A7 sus4. That's the intro. Then we go into the verse. D, da 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 da, A, G, F sharp minor. I like to do the F sharp minor like that. B minor. Let's see, and then we got another G, another D, and then another F sharp minor, B minor, and G, D, F sharp minor, G, D, A, oh, E minor, regular E minor chord to an A, and then I do like an A sus2 and do a hammer on there. And back to G5, A7 sus4. Let's see, I'm going to do all of those chords. All of those chords are the same until we get to D sus2, which is actually a D chord with this finger up. And then we do a hammer on there. And let's see, towards the end of the second verse, there's an E chord. And then an A sus4, looks like that, to A, and that's it. That's all the chords. So let's show you the strum. So we're in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what I do here is I do like a bass note strum down, bass notes first, not just the bass note, but it's like I usually hit that bass note and spill over into some of the other strings. On this G5, my A is muted. So my chord is still ringing, right, when I hit that F sharp right there on the second fret. So it's 1, down, up, F sharp, and then I go right to the E minor 7, 2, 3, A7 sus4, play it twice. There is a young cowboy. So it's a D chord, A chord, G, F sharp minor. So what I like to do there, since there's 6 beats, instead of playing the same thing twice, like that, I like to vary it just a little bit. So I play the low notes on 1, 2, 3, and then on the second 3 beats, I actually hit the high notes harder, so it sounds like this. Goes right to B minor, G, D, F sharp minor, B minor, G, D, F sharp minor, G, D, A, E minor, A, right there. I do an A chord, and then I go into it's really an A sus2, and I play that B string, and then I play the G string on the 2nd fret right there, and then I hammer on the B string from open to 2. So it sounds like this. If I can do it. So I actually kind of move my hand over. A sus2 to the A. And then I go to the As the Moon Rises. I guess this isn't a second verse, it's just the second part of that. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire. G5. So when I have 6 beats in a chord, like right there, and as the moon rises, I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So on the first beat of every measure, and I'm using my hand right here to mute that, right? If I did it without muting, it'd sound like this. So I do a little mute there. A7 sus4, D, B minor, G, D, A. Okay, you can get the lead sheet for this in my Quail Studios Music and Lead Sheets book, and also any tabs that I do. So go over and check it out. So as that second part of the verse, and as the moon rises, he sits by his fire. G5, A7 sus4 to D, B minor to G, to D, to A, G, that was 6 beats, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G5 for 6 beats, A7 sus4 to D, B minor to G, to D. Oops, I can't do it like that. I can't lift that finger up very well. I broke my knuckle about 5 years ago. So I have to do my chord like this when I do that. Sings out a song which is soft, but it's clear. Right there. So it goes like this. He sings out a song which is soft, but it's clear. It's the same thing I did on that A chord, wasn't it? So I have that D chord, and then I lift this finger up, and it's open now, an E string. So I play that open E, then I play the B string, and then I play a hammer on to the E string. Down, down, up, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count it and sing it at the same time and play it at the same time. All right, let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can do it slower. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I have that 1, 2, and that's 3 and then I go hammer on with that finger right there. 2, 3. As if maybe someone could hear. A sus4 to A. And you can do that again. So good night. Oh, here's the chorus, isn't it? D. So good night, you moonlight ladies. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. That same thing, that D sus2, hammer on. Deep greens and blues, and then you go the D, B minor, E, A sus4 to A, and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December, And then we go into verse 2, and it's got 2 parts also. It's got the part that goes 1st of December, and then the part that goes, there's a song that they sing when they take to the highway. That's the second part of the second verse. Then it goes back to the chorus. So good night, you moonlight ladies. Shall I go through that second verse for you? D. Now the 1st of December, A. G, covered with snow, F sharp minor, B minor, G, D to Boston. Though the Berkshires, B minor, G, D, F sharp minor, G behind me, A, 10,000, E minor for 6 beats, A, G5, A7 sus4 to D, song that they sing, D, A, G5 for 6 beats, A7 sus4 to D, B minor, G, D, oh, I did the wrong chord there, B minor, G, D, B minor, E, A7 sus4. Now right there I just went, and you can do that if you want to. So I did the A chord, the A sus2, and then I do a hammer on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. So on 2 and, that's when you do your A sus2. 1, 2, 3, 1. Hammer on 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did I talk about the A sus2? Here's the A sus2 chord. Just 2 fingers. Here's the A chord. A sus2, hammer on. And then we go back to so good night, you moonlight ladies. B minor, G, 2 Ds, B minor, G, D twice, B minor, E, A sus4 to A. Here's the ending. And rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. And I make it very pronounced right there at the end. And rock-a-bye, sweet baby. And I just strum it and hold it. Baby James. So I hit that bass note, probably the bass note, and the A note right above it. Hit there, 2nd fret, D string. Like that. Rock-a-bye. Maybe that's really good. Hit the D, then the A note, which is the 2nd fret right there on the G string, open E string, and then the B string, and then hammer on to the E string. Like that. Boy, I hope that helps. Thanks for being here. Hey, we are almost at 50,000 subscribers on the Quail Studios guitar channel here. I'm amazed. Back in 2012, November 2012, I had 47 subscribers, and now I've got 50,000. Pretty close. If it hasn't hit 50,000 by the time this comes out, it'll come pretty soon because we keep going up like, yeah, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 a day. I don't know, it kind of goes up and down. Anyway, thanks for being here. We'll talk to you later. I do have a Patreon page in case you want to come over there and see what we're doing. You can get my Quail Studios Music and Lead Sheets book over there. It's got some theory stuff in there, sheets of improvisation, ideas about improvisation, what to study if you want to learn how to improvise. Okay, that's all I have. I appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. Talk to you later.